Welcome back to Canuck Park Hopper. I'm Scott, and today we're going to be talking about some of the rumors around Magic Kingdom's upcoming expansion, Villains Land. Fans have been dying for more villain representation in the parks for years, and Disney has finally decided to listen. It was announced in D23 in 2024 that a Villains Land would be coming to Magic Kingdom in the next couple years. At the D23 Expo, we were given a piece of concept art that was as fantastic as it was vague. The dark tones and rough demeanor looked great, but it was obviously just a little bit more than blue sky concept art based on the location that it was going to be in. In the art, you can see that there is a castle in the distance, Maleficent in dragon form, a village in the back, and what appears to be a coaster in the foreground that seems to go both above the rockwork and below, whipping around a potentially underwater cavern? Now, don't get me wrong, this had me as excited as everyone else, even if we all knew deep down that this isn't going to be exactly what it looks like. After this concept art dropped though, we went on a little bit of a hiatus in terms of information about this upcoming expansion. But just in the last few weeks, we've actually been given a little bit more info about what is coming. Disney filed some permits that showcased some of the structures that will be in Villains Land. You can see there are 5 structures in the land here, including 2 quite large spaces. These would most likely be the indoor portion of a roller coaster and a dark ride. At around the same time that these permits got released, it was leaked that Disney was reconsidering some of their plans for Villains Land. But not to take it away or downgrade it. Actually, it was the opposite. It was leaked that Disney wanted some of their plans rethought, and the Imagineers were told to make it bigger, bolder, and that budget was secondary. For all of us that have lived through some lands that have received some budget cuts, California Adventure version 1, this news was very welcoming and had all of us very excited. People were worried that this news would hold up construction of the land, but I personally believe that this leaked info was old news. I'm sure it happened, but I bet that these Imagineers were given this info long before any of these permits got filed. So I'm guessing they came up with some old plans that weren't great, then they were told, let's do this bigger, better, bolder, and then the new plans that we have released now were based off these new ideas. So I doubt the rethinking of this land will be any sort of holdup for the potential opening of this land in around 2030-ish. However, after this, some more leaked info came to light about Villains Land, and I gotta say, it has me a little worried. Some apparent plans were leaked about Villains Land that included some of the offerings that may be coming to this new expansion. They include a family-friendly coaster based on the Emperor's New Groove, an indoor water-based dark ride based on Maleficent, a spinner attraction based on Ursula, and a restaurant and dinner show featuring Hades. This sounds terrible. Okay, not all of it, but most of it. But if these are the bigger, bolder plans, then yikes. First off, the coaster. When the concept art was leaked, we all thought the coaster would be based off Maleficent, which would have been amazing. But now they're saying the new coaster could be based off the Emperor's New Groove, and I gotta say that does not have me excited. Like, I get it. We all saw the movie, we all saw Yzma and Kronk go on that coaster, and we're all like, wow, that looks so cool, I wish I could do it. For a second. But in one of the most sought-after lands that is finally being built, I don't want their big coaster to be based off a 15-second gag from a movie that didn't even do that well for Disney. I'm sure they would make it fun, but this land needs more than fun. It needs iconic. And come on, if this land is supposed to appeal to both kids and adults, the only people that are going to be into this Emperor's New Groove coaster are adults. I don't think kids are into Emperor's New Groove. Stitch was a movie that came out in the early 2000s and has still skyrocketed in popularity for the younger viewers. I don't think that's the same for Emperor's New Groove. And I get it, this coaster is not going to be like Velocicoaster, nor should it be. And I mean, I would love it, but I'm sure Disney does not want to isolate all the non-big coaster riding guests by putting in some super intense coaster. But they do need to do more than just another Slinky style coaster. What they need is to put in a coaster akin to Hagrid's at Islands of Adventure, or Hiccup's Wing Gliders at Epic Universe. Insanely fun coasters that offer maximum thrill for a family coaster. And a coaster of this caliber deserves more than Emperor's New Groove. Next, let's look at the dark ride. Okay, a dark ride based off Maleficent does sound incredible. But you know what I want from an e-ticket dark ride in this land? A ride based off all the iconic villains. Give me Monsters Unchained, but Disneyfied. One of the best parts of Monsters Unchained is that it is pure fan service for all of us horror fans, mixed with a great story and ride system. Do that, but for Disney. That doesn't mean it has to be scary, but it should have a slightly darker connotation, at least for the majority of the ride. What I want to see is a ride where maybe Maleficent is gathering up all of the iconic villains. I'm talking Ursula, Scar, Evil Queen, Jafar, Dr. Facilier, Queen of Hearts, Hook, and is trying to get them together to finally take down all the heroes and/or princesses. Then at the end, they could have the princesses or whatever beat the bad guys and imprison them. I don't know what. But something along those lines. Give me something wildly iconic like this. Will it feel like a copy of Monsters Unchained? Yeah. But we're gonna compare it anyways, obviously. Dark Universe to Villains Land, they're going to be compared. And Universal did such a good job with Dark Universe and Monsters Unchained, Disney has to deliver on this dark ride. So we're gonna compare them anyway, so Disney might as well do something similar that is on a whole other level, instead of something that's different but sucks. I don't even mind the idea of it being a water ride like they said it could be, but it's gotta be a little bit more thrilling than Pirates or Small World. Use some new technology that really amps this up. This should be their brand new Rise of the Resistance, the new peak of Imagineering at Walt Disney World. Next up, let's talk about the potential Ursula spinner ride, and no. This sounds terrible. I'd rather have nothing than this. I get that not every ride has to be an e-ticket, but also not every ride has to be just a crappy spinner. Magic Kingdom has enough of them. Please do not give us an Ursula spinner ride. What they should do is give some sort of experience, kind of like Ollivander's in Hogsmeade over at Islands of Adventure. It still eats people up, but it's something different. It's a little bit diverse, and it's a hell of a lot more exciting than another spinner. Honestly, Ursula deserves so much better than just a spinner. Like I said before, put her in the dark ride. Give her something more iconic. That's what we want to see. The one plan here that I actually do kind of like is the dinner show idea. It is a great idea, and it should be included. Now, I know I just spent the last few minutes breaking all of these potential leaked rumors down, but you know what I really think? I don't think any of these plans are real at all. I personally feel like these are some fake rumors that got way too much traction. Like, really think about it. These plans all sound way too basic, and exactly what someone would make up as fake plans. Like someone was just watching Disney movies in their basement and was like, oh, that coaster from Emperor's New Groove would be fun, they should make that. And Maleficent should have a dark ride. And Ursula should have a spinner because she has 8 tentacles, it would be perfect. Like, they all sound so fake. And you know what? I don't think we're gonna get any confirmation on the real rides for a while. Maybe D23 this year. I fully expect them to give us an update on the project, maybe some better, more accurate concept art, hopefully. But I could see them leaving the rides, or at least the ride systems, out. I mean, we technically don't even know the ride system for Encanto. I know a lot of people have been guessing about it, but nothing has actually been confirmed yet. But what do you think? Do these leaked plans sound fake, or do you think they're legit? Would you be excited about any of them if they were real? What else would you want to see come to this land? Let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far, I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and if you want more Disney content, please subscribe for more videos. You can also follow me on Instagram at Canuck Park Hopper for even more theme park fun. Thanks for discussing the new Villains Land with me, and I'll see you in the next one.